Welcome back to WOT Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a Bat Châtillon 155-58. It's the Tier 10 French SPG. It's located on the east spawn of Airfield, and it's under the command of tiltratt of FILO. Now, alongside him is another WOT Arty Noobs member. In the Super Conqueror, we can see UKSkaface, and they're both in platoon together. So this should be an interesting battle. Okay, it started. Well, the Bat Chât is built on the hull of an M47 tank. Never got put into production, and the turret can turn 360 degrees, which means that you can turn the vehicle to face any direction so you can make a quick escape to get away. But it also has that lovely 155mm howitzer, which is capable of 750 alpha, and it can also take 3 shots at the enemy. No, you're slowing yourself down because you're not, that's it, you were driving into the edge of the map. But it does take a long time to reload, I'm afraid. It's about 38 to 40 seconds, I believe. Okay, well, his first target's going to be a T100 LT who sneaked in behind that rock, rounds out. Direct hit! You heard the shell sizzle against the hull. And he took the shell. Looks like he's been tracked. 10 seconds to reload and rounds out again. Hits the rock face, but it's probably stunned him. May have splashed him. Yes, it did stun him and splash him. And he's moving and he's been killed. So we've got 1 round spare for the enemy. Now UKSkaface has gone off down to Heavy Alley, but we're going to fire at Temple Mount. We've got a T57 Heavy. Oh, we fire the round in, it hits the columns, knocks down 2 of them. Okay, we've got an E50 the other side. We're in long reload now, but we can still help our teammates by indicating which target we're going to go for next. That would be a difficult shot, that one on the T57 Heavy, because he's on the reverse slope of that hill. And trying to actually get the shell to travel down the hill at the right height can be very, very difficult. But that Type 61, well, he's in the wrong place. And he just took a full round of a hit on the front of him. It was actually on his engine bay, I think, because he's facing the wrong way. And he's gone up just before we fire, thank you, so we save a shell. Still got 2 shells in the mag. Now there's a Striv 1030 and a T30 has been spotted. Now the T30 is in the open behind that bush, but the Striv's behind a rock, so best to go for the T30. Rounds out. Direct hit. He was unspotted, so we don't know how much damage. And it looks like the other RT on our team is also going for that spot. We can't see him, so we're not going to shoot just yet. And we're going for a tortoise instead. Lining up. Rounds out. Good shot. Direct hit. Didn't do much damage, but it did stun him. Okay, we're in reload again. The E50 will make a nice target because it's a medium tank, they have less armour, so you're likely to do more damage. A lot of people say to Unicums, oh, tell us which would be the best targets to fire at if you're in an RT. And most of the time Unicums say, oh, go for light tanks, they've got very light armour. Well, in actual fact, light tanks actually move too quickly sometimes for RT to fire at, so it's sometimes better to actually aim for medium tanks, tank destroyers, or heavy tanks. But in preference, you'd hit the tank destroyers first because, oh, well, he's hit that E50 and he did a nice amount of damage off that 315. Can he get another shot in? Rounds out. It landed near him. Now, can we get a shot on this tortoise? Should be able to. Loaded. Now, rounds out. Into his engine bay, 132. And we're in reload. Oh, and the tortoise is gone, so we picked up all the rest of the stun. Okay, we're still right up against the edge of the map. Okay, we're looking for that T30. And, oh, Superconk, and he's facing off against UKSkaface. But I think from the angle we're firing, we can't get a hit. So what we're seeing at the moment is that tiltratt's moving the vehicle whilst he's still in the aim mode, which is possible in the Bat Chat because, as I say, you can actually turn the turret or the body to actually face one way whilst you're looking in a different direction. So it allows you to move the vehicle and re-aim. Okay, he's adjusting again. Trying to get the right angle to shoot through at that Superconk. Unfortunately, UKSkaface did get killed. His wreck's down there, we can see. There's the Object 140, the other side of the hill again. It'll be a difficult shot because he's on the reverse slope. And well, that was a AMX 5120 instead. We've still got 2 shots in the magazine though. And the 5120 has got very light armor. Oh, and a direct hit! 319 hit points. That's a very useful shot there. And there's the T30 that we fired at earlier in the game. Dialing in. He goes behind the rock, but does he come out the other side? He's coming forward. Oh no, unfortunately he pulled forward too quickly for our shell, which landed behind him. The scores are even at the moment, 7 kills apiece, but it could go either way. And so it really does help when you've got a good arty player who's able to make a difference. There's that Object 140 again. 2/3 of the loading all the way through. And, oh, he took a hit there from the pattern and he was killed by the AMX 30. So they're now looking at that M46 pattern on the enemy team. It looks like he's about to try and come up that pass. He's having a go at our T40. It's a very narrow gap we're firing through there, though. Is he gonna? He's going to come around, or is he? Yes, he's. Looks like he's going to come around the rock. No, he's hiding behind the rock, and he just killed our T10. Here he comes. Oh, and we've splashed him. 104, but it's forcing him to pull back into cover, and he's been killed. So we've got the stun assist, and we've got 2 more rounds in the mag. Now there's that MX 5120 again, fully dialing in. Here we go, rounds out. Oh, he moves, but he still takes the round. 269. He's a one shot. We just need to get this near him. And we fire it in, and he's killed just before our shell arrives, but it wouldn't have hit him anyway. It exploded on the ridge line above him. So there's only 4 enemies left now. We've got a 2-tank advantage. They've got 2 RT, a heavy tank, and a medium. The heavy tank's the Super Conqueror, and the medium is the Leopard prototype. Now we're moving through the south end of the map at the moment. I think our Striv 1030 is the one player who's actually holding up the enemy from getting near our cap. And tiltratt, oh, he's trying to drive into the map again. It's almost like you're drunken driving when you drive into the map like that. Striv's changing position. He's trying to hold the enemy back from going up that pass, or coming out of the pass. Everyone's closing in on those positions. The Leopard's been found at the back of the map, and he's a one shot for us. Just need to get the shell near him. Rounds out. This could be a kill. It is! Lovely one. And that means there's just 2 RTs. We've got 2 rounds in the mag, still ready to go. Where are those RTs? There's the Superconk. He's being engaged. Where are the Arties? They're not anywhere in the south. They're in the north. There's the Object 261. He's hiding behind that pass. Can put a round in there. We might be able to splash him and certainly stun him. And he goes to our GWE 100. The Super Conk's been killed by our pattern, which means there's only one enemy left. The Bat Chat 155-58, our counterpart on the enemy team. And there he is. Line up the shot. Put a round into him. Line him up. Rounds out. Oh, kill shot. So 2 kills for tiltratt there. And the victory. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's an Ace Tanker for tiltratt of FILO in the Bat Châtillon 155-58. In fact, this was his first Ace Tanker in this vehicle. So I'll bet he's a happy bunny. He's managed to ace it at last. He got a bruiser medal, getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 19 in that one. And he got a Confederate medal as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And his win rate for that game was 2,998. So let's have a look at team score. Well, there you go. He didn't get the highest damage. No, that actually went to the T10, who managed to get... Oh, no, it wasn't the T10, actually. It was the M46 pattern on the enemy team. 3,822 hit points of damage to him. The T10 managed 3,699. And we can see tiltratt managed to get 2,745 hit points on that game. Then, if we look at the number of kills, we can see it was the AMX-30 who did the best. He got 4 kills in that game. He picked up a Leverslayer's medal because he killed 2 tanks who were higher tier than him. And 3 kills went to the pattern and also to the pattern on the enemy team as well. So that pattern did very well, or patterns, I should say plural. And then we can see that tiltratt is one of 3 players who managed to get 2 kills apiece. The T10, him, and the enemy Bat Chat as well also managed to get 2. And when it came to base XP, it was the M46 pattern 1203, the T10 with 1021, and then we've got tiltratt with 998. He fired 18 rounds in that game, got 9 direct hits but no penetrations, splash damage on 14, damage of 2,745 hit points, and all of it was at more than 300 meters. He hit 10 of the enemy, but only killed 2 of them, and did 213 hit points of damage assist, and 2,310 hit points of stun assist off 12 stuns. On a premium count, he actually earned 40,291 credits from that game, and even after the ammunition resupply, he still managed to make a profit of 20,131 credits. Yes, I know they're in the wrong columns, but that was an error with the replay manager. He picked up 2 bonds for getting the Confederate at tier 10, and he also got 998 XP, times 5 for the first victory of the day, and he got 100% on a personal reserve bonus, so he took away 5,988 experience points altogether. But best of all, he got that Ace Tanker, which is the first time you ace a vehicle, you feel very good that you've mastered it at last. You've got it better than, well, most of the enemy, most of the other players. 99%, you're better than 99. So very well done there to tiltratt. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.